Let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed most agents are looking for the next best thing,
Yep.
tricks wise?
Yeah. I mean, like they're looking for the new lead source, the new database, the new marketing system.
Anything to help them organize and obtain and stay in touch with their
Well,
clients.
basically, they're looking for the shortcut, right? Everyone's looking for the shortcut. And so we're going to talk about what really is the shortcut today in Real Estate Backstory. My name is Alan Richardson. I'm the managing broker here at Maximum One Realty Partners.
My name's Ming Richardson, the compliance broker for Maximum One Realty and Realtor Partners.
We got to start off with you and just kind of be real straight up here. The realtors who consistently win in real estate aren't the ones that chase shortcuts, chase the easy button, that kind of stuff. The folks in real estate who win long term, those are the ones who stick to very simple habits done consistently over time. And so today we're really going to be talking heavily about habits that create results, and why it's the fundamentals that still outperform everything out there. We realize there's all this conversation going on, right? About CRM. There's a new tool at any time you turn around.
AI
AI.
technology.
Oh yeah, there's a new. Oh, if only I had this database. Oh, I need to try this lead system. Hey, oh, here's this new thing for social media, the marketing tricks. Basically, we're just chasing shiny pennies,
And
right?
honestly, there's nothing wrong with shiny penny, but the
Mm-mm.
thing is, the old system still work. The principle of the old system is still extremely viable. Without that, doesn't matter how many shiny penny you collect, it doesn't matter.
I mean, don't get us wrong. We really enjoy technology. We utilize
Absolutely.
technology a lot, but it's not about tech. It's about core habits. It's about,
Execution.
yeah, being brilliant at the basics. So we see all the time where, and when we'll talk to agents, they'll be like, "Oh, if only I had more leads. Oh, if only I had, I think I need a better database.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
think I
need,
need to pay Zillow. Oh, I
oh,
need to do this. But the thing is, truly and honestly, if you would just follow the basics
yeah,
and show appreciation to your clients,
well,
making consistent phone call, write notes to your clients.
set clear goals,
Yes.
track your activity and what you're really doing, having a schedule. Whoa, what is that?
And nothing beats pick up your phone and call your database, your
Yeah.
clients.
See, the stuff we're talking about here, it's not flashy.
It's not.
It's
It's
not.
boring.
It really is very very boring,
It
right? That's
sounds
the
so
thing.
simple. And sometimes I know, the term kiss it.
Keep it simple,
Really,
stupid. Yeah, yeah.
really just kiss it. And I promise you, with your habit and your execution, it will bring results.
Yeah, it's not about flashy, revolutionary, all that kind of stuff. However, success in real estate is simply not what you know. It's about what you consistently do. We see this from all the top producers, from all of our friends in real estate that knock them dead, right? They're really, really consistent. They're brilliant at the basics. They aren't super tech. They aren't always chasing the new thing. They are always trying to be innovative, and they're always focused on their clients. And that's the thing that's not sexy about what we're talking about, right? Everyone wants that,
The
oh, if I could just
new
do this
beautiful
button,
shiny
that kind of stuff.
penny. And let me just tell you, if you just do basic really well, you'll be amazed how powerful it is.
So we want to give you basically four foundational habits that we find that are really, really essential to moving forward in your career in real estate. So
Truly to
yeah,
move
yeah,
forward.
but these are foundational habits that truly will drive results for you here. And so the very first is you have to have some goals. I mean, we're not talking like it doesn't have to be this incredibly formal process, that kind of stuff. But if you don't have a target, what are you aiming for? You have to have something that you're pointing towards, that you're trying to achieve. Too many folks are just super vague. Like, I want to do better. I want to work
I
harder.
want to move to a luxury
I want to
market.
make
I want
more.
to
Right.
deal with investor. I want to fix and flip. I want to do this. I want to buy land. I want to become a builder's agent. All these things, but understand with all those avenue of streams of income, you need to know what is a mindset of those prospects, as well as understand how they operate. Because if you don't understand what their habits or lingos, you're not going to get there.
Well, but if your goals are not focused around actual targets, right? It's one thing. So many people we just kind of go better, harder, longer, that kind of stuff. Like it's all about trying to not nail ourselves down. When you say I need to sell 25 houses this year, I need 150,000 in GCI, I need $10 million in volume of sales. Clarity creates direction.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. And without direction, we just flounder around like we have no idea what's going on. Like what are you trying to do? Well, I don't need to get up and get working today. I have no goals. So goal setting really
Well,
is
you know
like
what happened when you have
foundational.
no goals? Your dishes become your goals. Your dog becomes your
Oh,
goals. Your shopping for the cheapest price, all that stuff become your goals. That is not a true sustainable goal.
yeah.
Granted, those are helpful as far as everyday
Yeah.
life,
Dirty dishes are not helpful. Right. Yeah.
but they're not going to be sustainable.
So let's talk about the second one here. Number two, right? Work in your database. And I know that there's lots of things that can entail a database. It could be in your phone, it could be in Bold Trail or any kind of system. But the whole idea is that you have a place where you're keeping all your folks. A CRM or a database is not just this place where you store contacts. This is your business dashboard. We all work off of relationships and referrals. 80% of our business comes from people we know and people that know us.
And that likes
And
us
then
and trusts us.
instead of working on building those relationships, we are always out trying to chase the shiny penny, trying to do that. Look, this is again not super sexy. When I say, are you working inside your database? Agents roll their eyes at me. They're like,
Like my
oh, really?
database
Come
not
on.
doing anything.
Yeah, database is a waste of time. I need leads. No, you don't, because most of your business is going to come from people that you know and people that know you.
Your leads are your spheres. And not only that, every time you go out, pass out the business card, make new contacts. That's your newly acquired database.
Right. So without working inside your CRM or your database, you are just floundering around, flying blind. Agents who win treat their database like it's the center of their business because it is, right? That's a big deal. It really, really is. The third thing that you have to get yourself in place here is systems and schedule.
What is your hours of operation? Truly.
Yeah, and what does your office look like? I get it when we talk schedule. A lot of folks go, you know what? I got into real estate because I
Because
didn't
I
want to
don't
have
want
a
any
stinking
schedule.
schedule. Right? I get that, but do you know of any well functioning business out there that doesn't have a schedule? That doesn't have hours of operation?
Or
That
task that needs to be completed.
Yeah. So having hours of operation, having an office that's actually truly an office and not the dining room table or the coffee table kind of thing, but a place where you go and you do work.
And what do you do once you get into the office?
Right. Because once you get there, you have to have, okay, this is what going to work looks like. So many folks get their real estate license and then they get out and they're like, wow, what does going to work look like? I have no idea. You have to decide what that is. Now, for us, we utilize the win by noon system for years, right? And that's where we get up in the morning, we try and get most of our admin office stuff done by noon, right? And so we would spend an hour on prospecting, an hour or more on prospecting. Then we'd spend an hour or so on admin. Then we spend an hour or two on marketing. And then the rest of our day would be setting up showings, going on appointments, scheduling inspections, touring new construction, that kind of stuff. For a lot of people, they need to use a planner. Now, if you don't have a real estate planner,
Get one.
steal ours, right? That's one thing you could definitely do. Like ours is online. You can find it at maxone.rocks/planner. You're
Please
welcome.
utilize it.
I mean,
We are just here trying to assess. We want to see everybody being very productive
yeah.
and also being very professional when they're dealing with other real estate agents.
One other question I definitely want you to ask yourself though is who's your target client? If you don't have a target client, then you don't have a basis for anything that you're doing to reach out into your database, your sphere, that kind of stuff. Without a target client, it doesn't really matter what you put to social media because it's all just going to look like this sea of same. But when you have a target client, now you know these are the type of properties I'm going to share. This is the messages I'm going to share. This is the videos that I'm going to share out because you're trying to answer questions and concerns that those target clients have.
Well, the thing is that when you don't have a target client, you will be posting luxury homes, first time home buyers, investor property, move up property. So nobody know what your true message is. And what you need to pinpoint is to see what is the need of today's market. What is the majority clients, buyers that wants? The the answer is
No,
affordability.
big
So
time.
how do you go about affordability? So this is where you need to dig a little deeper, have a consultation with your mentor or your broker. Just pick their brains
Yep.
because honestly, your broker and your mentor should know what's going on in the market.
And then last big schedule or system question that you definitely have to ask yourself is what are the lead systems that I'm going to work on every single week? So once you get all your systems and your schedule figured out, again, not sexy, not shiny. No one likes to talk about these things because they're the basics, right? But being brilliant at the basics is super important. Now, fourth, and this is probably most important when you say most important is going to be
Communication and marketing.
right.
We all don't want to, what I call, eat a frog first thing in the morning because we have a lot of folks that we just, that's another problem. I really don't want to talk about it, and I just don't want to talk about it. I understand that, but you'd be amazed if you pick up the phone first thing in the morning and say, Mr. and Miss Smith, I'm sorry, but this is how it's going. Based on your requirement and the lender, what the lender's asking, we need to do this. Now, either we can strategize and do something that's different, or you have other assets I'm not aware of that can help you move forward, or we need to save up some more or build your credit to get you where you need to be.
Well, but
So,
most of it's going to be when you're reaching out and just engaging with your database. Like that's for most agents, that is the frog that you have to eat. And the reason we call that we say it's eating your frog is how do you eat a frog quickly? Get it over with. And
that sounds
so,
gross
well,
because
it
it's all
does, but it's very
slimy and
true
all
for
that
so
stuff.
many agents. Though making phone calls is it's the nemesis of their business. It's what they don't like to do. You got to suck it up because relationships don't happen without communication. And the easiest way of communicating with folks is to pick up the phone and call.
And sometimes it's a tough conversation. I know it
But
because
but sometimes it's not like it's one thing to say okay that, but most of the time what we're talking about is reaching out and following on your sword. You know, I haven't been keeping up with you. I haven't talked to you. I haven't engaged with you.
how are you?
Right, like being able to call folks and engage and build relationships. That's where most of it's going to be. You are going to have to deal with challenging conversations from time, but most of it's going to be how's the market? What's things going on? I haven't talked to you in ages, and you have to feel guilty about that. Listen, this is what's so important. Remember, it's about building relationships. And so, yes, you're going to have to fight through some battles, but at the end of the day, if you don't pick up the phone, you're not going to build your business here. It's not just about slaying dragons here, it's about building relationships. So, maybe it's making phone calls, but also, like sending handwritten notes, little appreciation messages and, pop buys. Those kind of things do
And
really,
those
really
are
good.
really nice and pleasant surprises.
Some folks just call it client care, right? But this is all about relationship building, consistent communication, reaching out into your database. The more people you're engaging with, the better your business is going to be. Real estate
Absolutely.
is a relationship business, and if you don't build relationship time into your business, you're not gonna you're gonna struggle here. So understand that we have an amazing agent, and she was not reaching her potential and so her target was she wanted to make 150,000 in GCI for the year, and so she this is my goal, and then she's like, okay, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make calls. We're gonna go to new construction. We're gonna connect with people. We're gonna do the small relationship
Relationship building
building. We're gonna follow up
activities.
on these leads. She's like, and I'm like, that's it. That's the big deal. Now, here's the amazing part. She stayed consistent month after month. She stayed consistent. She kept working at it. And guess what happened? by the end of the year, she's not just hitting her goal,
She's blown them
it's
away.
150% up, right? But it's not because, oh my goodness, if only I had this. No, no. It's brilliant at the basics, right?
Listen, the power is within you to do what you want to do and achieve your goal. So please don't underestimate your own potential by cutting yourself short by saying, I can't.
Yeah. So you have to make sure that you're not limiting your business. A lot of times we are the ones that limit our business, right? A lot of times it'll
You
be,
are the entrepreneur of your
yeah, but
business.
it's like oh, but interest rates and oh, there's this thing going on in the Middle East and inventory and like oh, there's not enough buyers or
So
not enough
you
sellers.
hear what I'm hearing, right? The biggest limiter is your own mindset.
Yes.
Because when you start doing stuff like that, you're gonna stop yourself before you even start going.
Well, and you doubt yourself. You get impatient. We focus on outcome instead of on activity, right? We need to be focusing on the activity, but instead we will just get in our own head and we will destroy ourselves because we want that result immediately, and that's not how real estate works, right?
And success in real estate is really compound interest in relationship.
Ooh, that's a good one right there because like that compound interest, we see that already in home ownership, right? That's where wealth comes from. It's also where real estate success really does come from. Compounding the interest of relationships is where we're going to grow our business.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes from every phone call that you make, every note,
You sent,
right? Every note that you send
every
out,
conversation you have,
all the little things that you do to be kind, to show appreciation. Like,
every small act of appreciation, it adds up over time, y'all.
and it doesn't just add up, it compounds over
It's kind
time.
of like real estate. It's not when you get in the market, it's time in the market. Same thing when a a buyer buys a home. Same thing as a real estate agent. It's not how how much time you have invested. It's about the quality of investment that you made. You can invest in a very short amount of time, a ton of quality, or you can be in this business for a long time, never invest in the quality of relationship that you have. And the results going to speak for itself.
Well, the big deal is over time, not overnight,
Correct.
right? Um, right now, we're in a place in our market where some folks feel it's good, some feel it's bad. But look, when the market's good, everybody does good,
Oh, absolutely. It's a
right?
numbers
Right?
game.
Right? Like, but in slower markets, in more challenging time, these habits matter more than ever, right? Agents who stay consistent, who do consistently well. For us, the market has never dictated our business. We did really well in downturns. We did
Now,
really well
did
in
we move
upturns.
with the flow of the market? Yes, we
100%.
did.
Yeah.
We concentrate what is the market needs
Yeah.
and who are our targets that we need to go after,
Yeah.
and that's what we did.
So if your business isn't where you want it to be right now, don't panic, don't freak out, don't start chasing every shiny thing going on out there. You need to step back and take a look at your habits and ask yourself, am I setting clear goals? Do I have a schedule and systems in place? Am I tracking my activity? Am I reaching out consistently? Am I eating my frogs? Because if you'll focus on the right habits for long enough, your results are going to show up in real estate. You're going to achieve your
Absolutely.
goals. So,
And not only that, you're building trust and familiarity, and that's huge in our market.
good luck. If we can be of any service, please let us know. Have a great week.
Thank you for watching. See you next week.
Bye now.